Guys, welcome back to the ToyPanic channel. On today's episode of What's New to Review, we have this Shinkocchou Kamen Rider V3. Okay, so here taking a look at the box, you can see the main figure at the front, and there's a Tamashii sticker here which shows that it's an authentic product, and a few logos, the Tamashii and the Bandai. Now they include the Bandai Namco sticker. On the left side they have the embossed and chrome plated one, the name Mask Rider V3. Same on the right side. On the bottom they have same embossed style logo. It's now for S.H.Figuarts. Same on the top. Alright, now we take a look at the back. You can see they have the figure V3 like this, in the usual pose, in a bit of a dynamic pose, and the pose where he's using the V3 hopper, and a bit of a Showa style pose. They have the Shinkocchou logo here, a few other warnings here and there, and the barcode. So that's it for the overall look on the box. Now we'll take a look inside. So inside you can see there's a bit of a little something that is included in all Shinkocchou. S.H.Figuarts, Shinkocchou, and a few, just a small words but mostly it's in Japanese and there's no English translated. They include a manual, you say Mask Rider V3, S.H.Figuarts, Shinkocchou. So this one, it shows what is included with the pairs of hands, the extra pieces to recreate the V3 hopper, and they show you how to change the antenna in case you lost or break them. Also they mentioned that the muffler is actually made of cloth. So the box, the figure will be housed in here. The top part is just the main figure, and the bottom part is the accessories. So nothing more in the box. Right, so taking a look at the accessories included, as this is a Showa rider, so that's not many things included. So as shown in the manual, there's an extra antenna, the V3 hopper for use, and this part is to recreate when it's pulled out of the belt, and there's 5 sets of hands here. Right, now we'll be taking a look at the figure. First impression on the texture, this figure is mainly it's matte finish, but they have a bit of semi-gloss, especially inside the under armor, I would say lah. So you can see the joints here, the kneecaps, all are semi-gloss finish, while the whole figure is at a matte finish. And at a very striking way, they had the helmet in a very high gloss finish, so you can see it stands out from the rest of the body. So you guys can see they use a metallic silver here for the double typhoon, and also the part they use for the V3 hopper. It's very nicely detailed. You can see the V3 logo here, and there's a blue part. There's a blue paint there lah. And all the buttons or the buckle is already painted very nicely. Finishing wise is quite nice. So the glove itself has a gradient. You can see the top part is very clean white, while the bottom one, you can see it's a bit off-white, more to a beige tone. So it looks a bit dusty, and as they mentioned in the manual, this one is cloth which is wired, so you can have it pose like whatever you want, it will stay there, so you can do a very dynamic pose. While the collar itself is hard plastic. Yes, so this one is the antenna. It's very fragile. It's made of clear plastic and it's painted over, so they do include an extra piece in case you break or lose one. Right, now let's move on to the articulation of the figure. So since this is a Shinkocchou, you can expect a very good articulation of the figure. The head can move quite far up, given there's a collar here, and a decent amount down. So the shoulder itself is disconnected, so it can have it's actually a ball joint inside, so it can do a decent butterfly to the front and quite nicely to the back. So the shoulder cut here has a very weird L-shaped joint. It doesn't actually move, so it's more like a dumbbell joint, and there's a bicep swivel double joint that can give you more than 90, slightly more than 90 lah. So this part is a one solid piece, so nothing moves here, and the wrist move as usual, and you can just pull it out to swap the hands. Right, the torso cut is here. You guys can see it, and it can move quite far to the back, decent to the front, and the front part is made of a softer material, so it will move away, but remember to not continuously make it stay in that pose off, because it will stretch the plastic. Same, the bottom one is a ball joint inside, so it can move 360. That'll be okay lah, since it's a cyborg. The belt itself is sculpted on this hovering piece, so it's not connected anywhere, so it won't really hinder any articulation of that. So the crotch, you guys can see it's split into 3 parts here. So this part actually moves when you move down the leg. It covers it, and it moves not that far to the back, and a decent amount to the front. It moves quite nicely to the side, but cannot do the full splits. There's a full rotation on the thigh swivel and double jointed knee. Same as the arms, this one is sculpted in one piece, and there's a hinge here. This is the normal hinge, and there's a toe band. Right, so we have a comparison between the V3 and the previous, quite a while, the review of our Shinkocchou Kiva Emperor form. So in terms of height, the V3 is roughly around 50 cm, while the Kiva is slightly taller, it's about 15.5 cm. So you can see there's a stark difference between the two figures, even though it's the same Shinkocchou. So you can see how V3 is very thin and compared to Kiva, which is super bulky, and some more it's a final form. And it's from the Heisei era, which is quite different from the Showa era of V3. You can see how the more pop, the color, well, this one is very muted. It's matched the TV show back then. So even though V3 looks like it has more articulation than Kiva, but actually it's the same. Since Shinkocchou, they designed a new body for each figure they use. So that's it for the comparison for Kiva and V3. Right, before we wrap things up, for the guys who stay until the end of the video, here's the weekly panic point. You guys can scan this with the Panic.my app and you'll get the 500 panic point. Right, so that's the ending for the video. If you guys enjoy our video this week, give us a like and subscribe. If you have any comments on the figure, do comment down below. So see you guys on the next What's New to Unbox.